What's going on, guys? It's RPG Zeke here, coming at you with another video. It's a starter deck unboxing. This one's coming to you a little bit late. This is going to be for ST06, also known as Clan Unity. I don't really have an excuse for this one. I've had it for a couple of weeks now, and I just haven't done anything with it. I was super busy with opening my case and then sorting it and doing all that other stuff, and then I already started deck building, and this is one of those decks that I definitely feel like if you like G-Quox a whole lot, which is the series it's focused on, you're definitely going to enjoy Clan Unity. If you're trying to build it for being competitively viable or doing a whole bunch of over-the-top things, it's only one box set and a starter deck as far as this card archetype is concerned. I think it does have a great place to go, and it's heading in the right direction. I just don't think we're there yet, to be completely honest. But I'm still excited to open up my two and see what we get. So before we get into the contents of the box, let's listen to a message from our sponsor. Hey guys, today's video is brought to you in part by Otaku Nation. Located in Arizona, a store where you can find all sorts of anime apparel, cosplay-related material, stuffed animals, statues, figures, books, videos, model kits, and of course trading card games. Whether it is booster boxes or singles, Otaku Nation has you covered. Otaku Nation has a lot of ways for you to stay up to date on the latest products and releases. From their website, they have events posted, location listed, a gallery so you can see what things are like, new products rolling in, and that are posted on their Instagram so you never miss a product launch. And of course, a direct link can be accessed from their website here to see their assortment of cards from the TCG Players store. So take a moment, check out their website and the link in the video description down below. Now back to the video. Welcome back, and let me flip this around so we can go ahead and take a look at contents of the box. I'm gonna flip one of these guys around so we can read the back of the label. We've got 14 commons, 2 legend rares. We've got 1 ready to play 50 card deck, 10 resource cards, 1 paper damage counter, 2 token cards, 1 bonus pack, 1 rule play sheet. So the way this works as we open it up is if it is a god deck. So what that means is from the very first card all the way to the back, there is a chance these starter decks are holographic. And if they are, that means the very top card is going to have some different borders going on, but it doesn't have it. So it's just a normal one. But every starter deck is going to come with one of these little rare, what's the word I'm looking for? Bonus pack. There we go. It's right on the card, Zeeg. The bonus pack will come with a card from the starter deck that is hollowed and does get that treatment. So we're going to save that for the last. We're going to put this over to the side. And then we're actually going to flip through the cards and kind of learn them together. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. What I said at the beginning of the video, very true for me personally. Doesn't mean you can't build a monster of a deck with G-Quox already. I just haven't given it the time. So if you have a deck list you really like involving the starter deck or the G-Quox stuff, please let me know. Before we get into the actual cards themselves, again, you're going to get your resources. These are just normal cards you use to play. They resemble, you got it, your resources. You've got an EX base. This is what every base starts off as, is a just 3 HP base. We've got an EX resource. If you're second player or you ramp a card, usually you're going to get one of those. And then these are the paper counters we were talking about, or it was talking about just a moment ago. And we're going to put that over here to the side. And again, we're going to save our little bonus pack. Last thing we'll open towards the end of the video. But I'm going to split this deck in half real quick so I can thumb through it a little bit easier. And then we'll kind of go through it. So let's look at the LR, because I legitimately have no idea what these cards do. All right, so what do we got? So we've got G-Quox Omega Psychomew. It's got when linked, if another friendly clan unit's in play, this gains first strike during this turn. Okay, so it gets it for the 1 turn, but it is a lower end. So like it's level 5, cost 3. That's not overly expensive, so that totally makes sense. Let's look at the texture treatment, see what this thing got. It's a whole bunch of that, what I like to call the confetti pattern, where there's all these shapes just kind of scattered throughout. And it actually does have little dashes, so you can probably see it as I flick the light through it. And then all the LRs usually get this treatment where the outline of the Gundam or the mobile suit is these deep etch lines. You can kind of see the outlines to it. Very pretty card, though. You're going to get 2 copies of this guy. You're going to get your next LR. For this one, it is Red Gundam. Let's do the texture hit on this one. Oh, I like this. It's the swirl. Really, really cool. I like it, too, because it kind of bends with the saber coming down, so it gives it like a lot of motion. That's really sick. I like that. Okay, Red Gundam, what do we get? We get Breach 1. Nice, nice, nice. So if we punch through something, we're doing 1 damage, potentially taking a shield. Choose 1 to 2 friendly clan units. They get AP +2 during this turn. So it's actually a really good buff if you're playing a lot of small units and you want them to get big. This guy just needs to attack. He doesn't even need his pilot. It's just on the attack command, so that makes it really easy to proc for an ability. And it does link with Shuji Ito, and then the Psycom should link with just the pilot itself. Yeah. Amate, Yuzuria, Machu. Yeah, so Machu, that makes sense. All right, we got 2 copies of, and they usually stick together because it's a brand new starter deck, so it totally makes sense. There we go. All right, so we got 2 copies of Red Gundam, and again, those are your LRs from the deck itself. We've got G-Quox, Omega Psychomu, level 4, 3 cost, deploy. If another friendly clan unit is in play, choose one enemy unit, deal 1 damage to it. Okay, pretty good. So it's got some ping in here. Okay, we've got 3 copies of this, 4 copies of this. Okay, okay. That also links with Machu as well, it looks like. Gaia's Rick Dom, active support 1. So support 1 just gives you a boost, links with Gaia as well. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of that. Gelgoog, just a basic one. G-Quox. Xeon, it's a 2/2, level 2, 1 cost. 1, 2, 3, 4 of that bad boy. What else we got? The other half of the brick here. Red Gundam. I think if you went to a release event, you should have gotten a different artwork, I think, of this one. Or maybe there's another basic one, but I'm pretty sure it's this one. Level 4, 2 cost. Also links with Shuji, just a basic vanilla. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of that bad boy. We've got Ortega's Rick Dom. Deploy, choose one of your other clan units during this turn. It may choose an active enemy unit with 3 or less AP as its attack target. The more we get into like a blocker meta and people just not attacking right away, the more I am enjoying these cards that allow you to attack active units or to mess with the board state without waiting for a response from your opponent. I think they're undervalued because we just don't have a place for them currently, but I think we're getting there. Sugai's Gelgoog, clan trait Link, nice, level 3, 2 cost, 3/3 stat line. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there anything we've only gotten 3 of? It's probably gonna be the pilots or something. Amate, also known as Machu. When linked, look at the top card of your deck. If it's a clan card, you may reveal it, add it to your hand. Return any cards remaining in the bottom of the deck. Okay. And it gives you a 2/1 stat line, very common for pilots. I wonder if Shuji's the opposite, and he's a 1/2. Hey, that's funny. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, they're just opposites, so I figured that would work. During link attack, if you have a clan unit in play, look at the top card of your deck, return it to the top or bottom. So it just helps you filter. That's pretty cool. I like this. The more we play around a lot of units getting rested and just other ways to manipulate the board, the more I'm starting to appreciate units that give 2 HP over attack. And Shuji, we got a full 4 copies. Very nice. Ruthless Tactics, main action. Choose 1 to 2 friendly units. They get AP +2 during this turn. Friendly clan units, mind you. We only get 2 copies of that. Okay, so that's what we're short, is those commands there. And then we've got Schoolgirl and Smuggler. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may reveal 1 clan card, pilot among them. Add it to your hand. Return the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck. That's really good, actually. So you can filter turn 1. Look at the top 3 cards, reveal 1, and the rest go to the bottom. That's pretty good. I didn't know that was actually that early. Because another filter that digs that deep, that lets you do that, I feel like is at a higher level, and I know the one for Operation Meteor stuff is level 5, so... We've got 4 copies of the filter, very nice. Fierce Unity. Choose 1 to 2 friendly units. They can't receive battle damage from enemy units that are level 2 or lower during this turn. That's pretty nice. I mean, if we had a blocker, there was something we were looking to trade with. But yeah, I guess if you're just mopping up small little aggro units, that wouldn't be such a bad thing, so you can just swing into stuff freely. That would be cool. 2 of that. Okay, so it's definitely the commands we're going to be short on for playsets. Base, clan battle. So it's not a base, it's just people scrimmaging in space. Deploy this card, add 1 shield to your hand. Rest the base. If friendly clan link unit is in play, choose 1 friendly unit, gets AP +2 during this turn. Alright, that's pretty good, actually. I like that. Choose 1 friendly unit, it gets AP +2 during this turn. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Doesn't care about any other specifics. 2 copies of that base, and then this base. Kanban Co. Limited. What is this? Once per turn, when a friendly clan unit links, it gains Breach 3 during this turn. That's pretty cool. You don't even have to wait for an action window or anything. You just do it once per turn. Hey, cool. And we got different artwork of close combat. I like this quite a bit. It is very similar to the normal close combat, and this is actually the last card in here. A normal close combat just has Sinanju kicking, I think it's kicking Unicorn or kicking something else, but he's just like beating up a unit. And then this one is just burst, activate its main action, choose one unit, enemy unit, deal 2 damage to it. So it's just a way for you to use a card, potentially add damage to something, or trade directly for 1 card in hand. So that is cool. So overall, to be completely honest, I went into this blind. I really haven't looked at G-Quox at all, whether it's in a database or just kind of playing with it on the side. I actually like what you get in this one. I think it gives you a lot of tools for the red and green package, and it does both fairly well. Even giving Breach to your clan units with a base just for linking, and it seems like a lot of stuff wants to link. That seems really, really cool. But the downside is that if you're able to burn through your hand so fast and you can't capitalize on that game win early, I don't know if this deck is going to recover. So you might be dead on arrival after a couple turns if your opponent can last the struggle against your G-Quox units. And then as for the way we do it when we have a second starter deck is we're not going to flip through all the cards since we just did that a moment ago. We're going to keep it nice, short, and sweet. We're going to take this guy out. We're going to pull the white booster pack out of the box. And we're not going to look at the rest of it because we know it's just a play set and everything else. And yes, as you could imagine, we did not get a God pack. You're like, Z, you went through that so fast. Did you know? Yes, I did. I didn't want to take away the magic, but I opened these up and took a peek because I was like, I'm not going to touch these starter decks for a bit. I really got to get through these boxes of my GDO2. And so I wanted to look just in case if I had one so I could be kind of hyped about it. I didn't get one. So I was like, all right. I was like, I'll just save the white boosters for the video. And here we are. So we're going to go ahead and start going through it. Let's open up the first one. Feels pretty good. See what we get. Your big hits from these are going to be the LRs if you happen to get the alt arts of them. Again, otherwise it's just going to be any card in here that's going to have the holographic treatment to it. We've got... Oh, this is actually kind of pretty. We got Gaia's Rick Dom. Let's do the texture hit. Yeah. And the way these work is usually it's like one texture. It's not layered like LRs are. And then they get rid of the text box and then they high gloss the thing in focus. So you can definitely tell when it's usually a starter deck card that is getting that treatment. And then also in the corner, it labels it with a plus. So if it was the common, the rare, the uncommon, whatever, it just has a little plus next to it. So pretty cool. So that's our first one. And let's see if we got for the second one. Oh, I see. I think I saw red. What did we get? Oh, we did get one. Let's go. All right. And so this is, like I was saying, if you get a God deck, what'll happen is the card that's usually on the front will start like this. And so the way they've been doing it for starter decks is the emblem or whatever usually signifies the mobile suit. They zoom in a little bit more on the mobile suit, as you can see here, so you don't get as much of a body shot. It's usually just like torso and up kind of thing. And then they usually put the insignia or the marking for that suit usually in the background. So that is pretty cool. So we were able to get a LR Plus. Pretty stoked about that. Let's look at the texture hit on this one for the G-Quox. And I think a lot of the LR Pluses have this same pattern on it, where, again, besides the etched lines that they typically do for LRs, this pattern of this weird, I don't know what you call it, like half circle shape that's like overlapping a whole bunch, is used specifically for these LR Pluses. I want to say I've seen it on, I think my Tall Geese Plus has them. It's like the only other one I've pulled that I like popped off about that. It was like, oh, but yeah, so this is cool. This is a good way to end the video. So that is, again, ST06. That's Clan Unity. That is a green and red starter deck. The next starter deck we get hereafter, they just announced we're going to be getting a Hathaway starter deck as well as a Gundam 00 starter deck. Gundam 00 is going to be purple and blue, I think. And then the Hathaway is going to be red and... Hold on, let me look. I actually don't like saying stuff and not having it in front of me. I will tell you right now. It is... Okay, so I lied. So Gundam 00, purple, green. Gundam Hathaway, red, blue. There we go. I knew blue was in one of them. So that's going to be fun. So those will be coming out second week of January, so definitely stay tuned for those. I should be able to get some boxes and open those again once those are out. And then we don't have any other starter decks until then. So in the meantime, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the opening of ST06. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.